At the moment is a river, but I'm here now, so I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Welcome to week 45 of Blob on a Bike. The weather is cack. Hey guys, it is Sunday afternoon and sadly there's not been much in the way of exercise this weekend, purely on the basis we've been graced with gale force winds all weekend. We've had 50-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know if that's really gale force, but that's blooming strong wind. So I've not been out on my bike at all. We've made the most of this lull in the rain just to come to Summerlees Beach for a little man to have a little mess about and play in the sand. It is blooming freezing. Anyway, so thanks and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time viewing, do stick around because I do actually do some cycling and you might even see me fall off my bike. So welcome back if you've been watching already. Anyway, that aside, a lot of people keep asking me questions in the comments on the video, so I've decided to do a bit of a Q&A. So if you've got a good question, I'm getting sand flicked in my face. If you've got a good question that you think is relevant to the cycling vlog, then leave a comment below and I will save it and I'll answer it in a future Q&A when we have some particularly bad weather and I can't get out on my bike for a few days. So get it done now, do it now.
I nearly just fell.
Did you?
Bye.
Light it up and we smoke. Keep me high up off the ground. In a haze, in the crowd. We ain't ever coming down.
It's Monday morning and it's probably about 8:30 in the morning. I've already been at work for a couple of hours by now, a bit more than that actually. But someone over the weekend definitely turned on the Christmas tap. I've been making my first cycling related jumpers of the year. So if you like one of those, get checking out the link just above right now. I love making these. Hello and welcome to my channel, Blob on a Bike. If you're looking to see a Brit man struggling to lose weight on his bike whilst being absolutely overrun by crappy British weather, you are in luck and in the right place, so keep watching. Today's going to be hard work. Okay, it's Tuesday morning, a little past 9 o'clock, and predictably I'm on my way to the post office again. Another early start today, had an early start yesterday. Another one today. Christmas has started and that is the busiest time of year for me, so I have to get up and go to work early. So I've done what I need to do for the post office this morning, so I'm having a little jolly down there. I've got parcels galore coming today, so I need to be back at the man cave, so I'm going to get on with it. Okay, here's today's bridleway. I am going to get wet, but it is much more fun than riding on the road, so I don't care. Okay, so I thought I might do a little bit of explaining because it might look like I'm a man of leisure. You know, I often go down the post office quite early in the day. The reason for that, I've only got a certain amount of work that needs to go to the post office the same day. So I get all of that out of the way and get down the post office. I want to get back to the man cave. I'm not just sitting around watching films and stuff. I'm still working, but I'll be doing stuff which I'll be taking to the post office the next day, you know, or local stuff, you know, making some stickers for local businesses and stuff. So whilst it's nice being self-employed, I can, if I want to, just stop what I'm doing and go out on my bike. But also being a sole trader, I'm the only one there doing it, so I've still got to do the work eventually, so it just backs up. So I try not to take the mickey. Most importantly, I need to get my work done, but I do enjoy getting out early and getting down the post office and exploring the local bridleways and stuff around here, because there's loads of them. But I don't know why I didn't do it in the summer, but I'm doing it now. Here's another one here. This is a great example of the local signage by Cornwall County Council. Please keep to the waymarked path. There is a footpath across here. Where is the waymarked path? Sort it out. It is not very nice out here at all today, but we're used to that by now, aren't we? Still a great view. Better not fall down that bit. Yep, still some nutters in the sea pool. Oh, too cold for that. I'd like to share with you a little observation I made last week while I was out on my bike. And I'm sure to many it will sound a bit naff, but to me it was quite an achievement. I stood up on my bike going up a hill. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, and that's what you're meant to do really, but give you a bit of a backstory. A long time ago I was grinding hard out of the saddle up a hill and my chain snapped. You can imagine the velocity at which my bell end went into my stem. So since I've been keen not to go through that again, so psychologically I've always been like, look, it's a hill, I've got a seat, I'll sit down and do it. But you know, I understand the benefit of standing up a hill just to keep momentum or whatnot. Anyway, I did find myself doing that a couple of times last week without even thinking about it, because if I thought about it I wouldn't have done it. But anyway, the benefits were there. I was getting up a hill a bit quicker. Excuse me. So for me that marks a little bit of progress, because it shows a little bit more fitness as well for me, I think, thinking I can get up there and go you know, push it a bit more, because, you know, being a big bloke I quite like sitting down and doing exercise and cycling affords that for me. But I will be making more of an effort to do that, you know, thinking about it and doing it. The only thing is I did fit a new bottom bracket on my bike 6 weeks or so ago, and it started knocking again, so there's something not quite right there. So I'm going to get the local bike shop to check that out, which will mean I'm without my bike for a couple of days. But it needs to get sorted, particularly if I'm going to grind out of the saddle up some hills. But for now I've got another hill back up to the man cave. Luckily I've got the wind behind me. Shame it's not sunny. That'll do. Right, that's enough of that. 9.19 miles today. It's not a long one, it's not a short one, but it was a wet one, and I've luckily got nice dry clothes to change into. So that is it for today. Time willing, tomorrow I will be back out for more once I've cleaned my face. Good morning, it is Wednesday morning, and some great news today. I have not got to rush back for my lunch. Reason being, dropped my lad at school this morning, which means I get to work later. So I've had my lunch already, and it's now probably 11:30, something like that. So I've got a bit of time on my hands. Still got loads of work to do, but haven't got to rush back for my sandwiches today. So today's plan is to do a bit of an extended loop that I did last week. That took me towards Sandymouth Bay and those blooming cows. So we'll see again if those cows are there today. Hopefully not. But if they are, I'll just do the coastal path again. And got a couple of little bridle ways. One I've been down before on the local evening bike ride I did last year. That's a good little downhill section, so I might need both hands, but I will try and show you that. And another one which I've scotched on Google Earth and the local right-of-way maps is an interesting one which takes me through a little bit of woodland, I think, so that'd be good. So it is raining, it is a bit windy as well. It's not super nasty, but it's not nice either. Just gonna get on with it. Okay, so just ahead you can see the footpath, bridleway that I need to go down. Someone has stuck a gate on there since I was last here, probably to stop cyclists speeding it down there. Don't know what you can see, but it's a nice little track down there. Ends up at a little stream at the bottom. I remember it's quite rocky, so I will try and show you as best I can, but I might have to have two hands for this one. Let's get to it. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm riding obviously one-handed at the moment, so taking it easy. Nice little track, smoother than I remember. It was summer last time I came here, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But it's starting to get a bit stodgy now. Mind your head. Oh, nice little squirrel. Okay, gonna bomb down there. Would like to enjoy this somewhat as well, so I'm going to put the camera down and catch up at the bottom. Okay, well that was good fun. It got a bit more rocky towards the bottom, so it was a bit sketchy actually. But this gate has been put in since last time, which is a bit annoying because you can't do it in one go, but it's understandable because you're not on the cycle here. However, one thing I have just noticed is someone's put a mountain bike and walking trail. It looks like it's up there. Oh, and there's another one here, so maybe it is up there. I'm going to go and have a quick look at that because last time I went down there. I'm still going to go down there, but I want to go and check this out. Okay, getting into some woods here. This actually looks good. How do I not know about this? I know about it now, and I'm going to go and check it out. You're coming with me. Okay, someone's obviously built all this stuff on their private land. It does say private property, but also says mountain bike track. Follow blue arrow. So that's what I'm going to do. It does come down there by the looks of things, which looks fun. How do I not know about this? I'm going to take it easy and go and have a look, see what's what. Right, both hands. Someone has put some real effort in building these bridges and stuff. I've got to find out. I'll ask in the local bike shop who owns this. This is rad. Some pretty cool trails in here. Don't fall off. Loving this, by the way. It's actually very boggy in places, so it's really hard work. But there's a nice hill to climb up here, so I'm definitely going to burn some calories going up there. But I think this will be better suited to a bit drier weather, but it's going to be fun nonetheless. Well, I've got about 20 seconds up there, and then it's just started wheel spinning. All the leaves make it super slippy, but it looks a bit more grippy here. Bit of a channel there, so I'm going to get back on. I'm basically at the top now, and I have to say, although I've lost 3 stone this year, it hasn't made me fit overnight. Those hills are killer. I had to get off and push a couple of times, you know, admittedly, a bit ashamedly actually, but you know, you got to work towards the fitness as well. I'm going to enjoy a little blast down here now. I'm sure it brings me round because there was a little exit just down there on the up push up, so I'm going to have a blast down there, and then there's another one going back down to, I assume, where I started. So I'm going to get on with this. Oh man, oh, that was actually wicked fun. Went all the way along the top there, actually further than I thought it would, and switched back and meets up again with this climb which I pushed up earlier. While I was doing that, a twig got flicked up by my wheel, hit me in the face. Don't think it's bleeding. Don't think so. Anyway, but it did remind me I should wear my glasses when doing stuff like this. You know, it probably won't happen, but if you get hit in the eye with something, it can be bad news. And I've got actually excellent eyesight, so I don't want that. Let's go and try the other bit. Okay, I went up there to the top last time. Now I've got another option, which looks like it just goes down. So I'm going to enjoy this and have a little drink and a breather at the bottom. Okay, can't grumble about finding something like that, but I think it will be a lot more fun when it's dry. There's some jumps towards the bottom as well, and a tree house, a really good tree house. So I might bring my lad for a play in here. Anyway, I'm getting back on track, and do need to get to the post office, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm down the bottom now. This is probably the low point of my whole ride, apart from when I get to the beach part in south at Sandymouth Bay. But someone's kindly put a nice bridge here. It's been there for years, I think, but it certainly beats going through there. Particularly today, it's pretty cold today. Anyway, I'm going up there, then I'm doing a couple or 3 miles on the road. Boring, but that will take me to my next bridleway, so let's do it. Okay, so here I'm back at the road. I'm at the top of the road now. I need to head up this way past the old tip And the Bude Mountain Bike Club have got some grounds up there with some good trails in, which I also went on that night ride, evening ride last year. But you have to be a member to ride there, and because I've been doing this, I haven't got around to it this year, but perhaps next year. I did actually stuck it pretty bad in there and had to call it a day, but that story's for another time. Let's get to it. I'm going to check out this old camper van I spot, old Volkswagen camper van I can spot through the tree here as well. Yeah. There be trails in there. I'll join next year and show them to you. It's pretty good. Some lovely terrain up around here. I'll have to look on maps if we can get in all those places. Did I mention this hill goes on and on and on? I remember last time I rode up here, I had a load of guys with me on a sort of organised ride, and I was slowing them down bad. But to their credit, most of them waited behind for me. That's what it's all about. But I do prefer riding on my own, really. Make my own timetable. Did I mention this hill just keeps on going? Probably 300 metres to go according to this sign. Okay, here we are. Little Pig Farm Shop. I couldn't find anywhere on Google Earth to suggest there was a sign saying it's a bridleway for a change. So let's go and see what's what. No, it's not marked at all. Okay, found the bridle path. I had to go through a farm. Obviously there's no signs to say which way it goes. Luckily there's some farmers there, so they guided me in the right direction. And I do have to go down there, which actually at the moment is a river, but I'm here now, so I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Right, let's get in there. Okay, I would like to say this looks like it's going to be fun, but honestly I don't think it is. It's going to be really hard going, so I'm just going to get on with it. Man, it's taken me about 2 minutes to go that far. It's just bogged in. This is oh well, it's part of the adventure, I guess. That's where I stopped. That's where my bike stopped. It'd stay there probably forever until the mud dries. Okay, what I'd like you to do is give me a thumbs up and comment below if you can remember my previous worst bridleway, because this one's actually worse. The other one was impassable because of trees and brambles, but this one is impassable just because you can't go anywhere. It's just so soggy. But it does look like it'd be fun in the summer though. Again, incidentally, that other bridleway, my previous worst one, someone's cleared that through, so I will be doing that again sometime. Thank God for that. Hopefully this second bit's a little bit dry. It seems to have a little channel taking away the water anyway. That was hideous. Yeah, my feet are absolutely soaked through. I have to say that was definitely a hideous experience. If that was my first time going out on my bike on this journey to lose weight, I probably wouldn't do it again because that was no fun at all. I'm soaking wet through. I'm not bothered about that because I'm, you know, not far from civilization. And secondly, I've got to do a lot more hills, so I'm soon going to warm up again. But that was just hideous. Maybe in the summer, but I won't be doing that again this winter. Another hill. I still have to do the coast path, of course, so that may not actually have been the worst part of this ride. That may yet be still to come, but for now I'm quite enjoying just riding up a hill for once. It is much easier going than going down that bridleway, that's for sure. In hindsight, this whole thing was a stupid idea. I'm bloody freezing. I just came down that road. It's probably about a mile just downhill, so I didn't have to pedal or anything. Bracing wind right in my Chevy. Absolutely freezing, but the view is great when you get it. There's a nice waterfall there. Gonna go up there sometime, but not when it's muddy. I'm going this way. Luckily, it looks like a bit of a break in the weather. Hope the sun will come out. Come on, just warm me up a bit. Sorry, just check this out. Sandymouth Bay in Cornwall. My lad is going to love rock pooling down there. Yeah. That is a welcome sight, I have to say. Just over that hill over there, post office. And boy, am I going to be happy to get there today. I am knackered now. That's been really super hard work going today. Just the sloppiness. Also, I shaved my hair last night, so I got a freezing cold head. Well, the bridge is nearly underwater today, but not quite. Look how much plastic has been washed up. We've had some really big tides here the last week, and it's all there. Look at the state of that. Never seen a kite surfer in Bude before. They normally go to Westward Harrow, about 40 miles up the coast. Go on son, get some air. Noisy bugger. Oh boy, am I glad that that one's over. That was hard work today, but on the flip side, I did get 14.87 miles out of that. It did take over 2 hours. It was just sloppy and a horrible, hard slog. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that, as to be said. But, you know, looking aside at all that sort of stuff, I hopefully burnt a lot of calories there, because 15 miles pretty much is good going, and a lot of that was off-road. My face is falling apart. Anyway, so that's it. Hopefully my clothes will dry out in time for tomorrow, because they are absolutely soaked, and my shoes were like a swimming pool. Anyway, hopefully they'll dry out in time for tomorrow, because I'd like to get out and do another ride then. See you then. Hello there, it is Thursday morning and I'm going out down the post office for a change. Now, yesterday when I went on my bike, it was horrible and I got absolutely soaked. The good news is most of my clothes are dried out, so that wasn't too much of a hardship getting those back on. However, my 510 riding shoes were like a swimming pool, and sadly they have not dried out, so I am going to have to go out with they're really heavy, soaking wet, freezing cold cycling shoes, which I don't really want to do, but I don't want to get my other sneakers dirty or wet indeed, so I'm going to get on with it. It's actually dry out there today, but it's still really windy for a change. Today I'm going to explore another bridleway. I went to go on it last week actually, and then I thought actually I'll go a little bit further since I had some time, but today I will be heading down that one and make a little bit of a longer loop. I'm hoping probably for about, I'm going to say just under 10 miles today, so let's get to it and see what's going on. Check these out. These are my legs, and today they are not feeling it. Okay, so this is where I peeled off yesterday and went down there. I was mistaken, it is actually a full-on bridle path, so it's not a footpath, so I wasn't being naughty. This time down here, up this hill, and then probably up another hill. Okay, so here we are, just ridden from that direction, and here's my bridleway that goes down here. So I'm going to go and check out Sodom after a breather and a drink. So anyway, putting on my shoes was not a comfortable experience. It was instantly freezing cold, and my socks got soaked through instantly, of course. And pleased to report my right foot isn't doing too bad, but my left foot is numb, which is not ideal obviously, but I'm hoping it'll warm up. But having done those hills and it's still not warmed up, I'm actually haven't got much hope for that. So I'm going to enjoy having a little blast down here, and I think I know the route I need to take down here. If I don't, I'll have to freestyle it. Well, the first bit was hard packed, no sense luck here, but luckily it's nowhere near as boggy as it was yesterday. That was hideous. Literally 20 meters later, it's like a river again, but I've committed now, so I'm just gonna have to get on with it. Bloody gates, pain in the backside. Okay, that house at the end I think marks the end of this bridleway. And I have to say, after I got a third of the way into it, after the concrete ground ended, I thought it was a contender for worst bridleway, but Actually, I think it'd be quite good fun in the summer when it's not just a bog, because there's some nice downhill sections you just can't get any speed. Anyway, when I get to the top here, I'll join my normal route to North Godmouth and then back over the headland. It's not snow. Cool. Pretty wild out there today, but the sea does actually look drier than my feet. Oh, okay, post office is done, and this is the last slog up to my man cave, and I'm now able to report that both feet are now numb, so I might even have to bust the heater out later. Okay, so I've got some nice dry clean socks on now, so that's helping my feet out knowing. And also I have to say, having some man cave slippers is a game changer. If you don't mind looking like a wally, wear some slippers at work. It is rad. Anyway, today 10.02 miles, so I was aiming for just under 10 miles, so I'm pleased about that. It wasn't a particularly pleasant one again today, but sometimes you've got to take the rough with the smooth, and today was the rough. In fact, most of this week was the rough, but never mind, eh? Anyway, weigh day tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen there? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But I will be back tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Hello guys, welcome to the end of week 45 of Blob on a Bike, and it has been quite an interesting week of riding this week. It has to be said that the weather has been absolutely shocking, I did decide to go and check out some new bridleways this week, which wasn't a great idea because I had some hideous bike rides, just pure slop and just getting stuck in the mud all the time. It was a bit naughty. Anyway, so that is the end of it. I have done quite a lot of exercise this week, so I shouldn't have done too bad. Equally, it was also my wife's birthday at the weekend, so there has been a fair bit of chocolate kicking around in my house this week. But, you know, we'll have to see how we go. So I'm going to get on with it and do my weigh-in just now. Do stick around because I'll be giving some details with regards to the Q&A, which I shall be doing. And I'll be telling you how to buy one of my wicked Christmas jumpers. So let's get to the weigh-in and I'll see you in a second. Well, last week's weight was 106.3 kilos, so let's see how we're getting on today. Fingers crossed. Shut up. Okay, so there you have it. Not a great week, it has to be said, but it could have been worse. And it's one of those things. To be fair, I lost over a kilo, I think it was 2 kilos last week, and I wasn't expecting that, so that was a bonus. Wasn't sure about this week, but it turned out I did put on 800 grams, so I'm a bit sad about that, but I'm not going to cry. Onwards and upwards, let's get on with next week and see what we can do. A couple of bits I'd like to talk to you about. I've decided to have a little bit of a Q&A, you know, it's not going to be a long video by any stretch, I wouldn't imagine. But if you've got any questions about sort of weight loss journey or anything relating to cycling and, you know, fitness and all that kind of thing, you know, leave a message below today, leave a comment below and start it with Q&A and I'll include it in a future Q&A session if, you know, maybe, who knows. But put it down below and we'll see. Anyway, other than that, if you'd like to buy one of my Christmas jumpers, I actually design and make these myself. So, you know, it's going to a good cause and you can help me buy some kids' presents for my little boy. That would be nice. Anyway, so what's happening this week? Any Temptation is pretty much out of the way now until Christmas. Oh, man. It's Christmas soon. You know, my wife had a birthday at the weekend, which wasn't great, and there was a lot of, you know, food and stuff kicking around. But, you know, not going to dwell on that too much. This week, I'm going to get out my bike, obviously, as much as I can, and still keep trying to get down the post office Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, no matter what the weather. I have to say, when the weather is pony like it is at the moment, the enthusiasm for getting out on your bike does plummet, but I need my weight to plummet, so I still crack on and get on with it, and I implore you to do the same. Let me know how you're getting on this week. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you're getting on and ask a question, and I'll see you next week for week 46, I believe. But until then, have a good one and get on with it.